Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here, and I'm trying to survive with the English breakfast tea. A little bit sick yesterday, but we're gonna try and shoot out a video for you. We've got 14 listings. So the first one up is Dalhousie Gate, 336.9. 2-car parking in the driveway, 1195 square feet. It's called a current model. And so the currents have occupied this space in between the smaller 1051 square foot and the stuff that's a little bit higher at about 1350. And there's a couple of those models. So Mattamy Village Town, very plain on the upgrades. It's only got the one full bathroom upstairs. In this model, you can do a second full bathroom as well. You know, it's okay. I sold the one with the second bathroom, but all carpet and a little bit better kitchen for $330 earlier this year. And then we've seen a bit of appreciation. What I like positioning-wise on this one is you've got a lot of the smaller ones, which seem to be sitting around at $325. There's one on Fowles that I can't believe hasn't sold at $315. And so at $336, they're separated from the larger stuff up around the $350 range. So I think they've got a nice little niche right in that little price range. We've got a couple builder spec homes here. We've got Duncan Lane. All of them are on Duncan Lane, which, like we talked about yesterday, faces the train tracks. This one's 1636 square feet, $399. Doesn't overly excite me. You've got hardwood on the main. You've got laminate upstairs. Another one here, exactly the same floor plan. So basically side by side, they're identical models. And you got to do your offers on builders forms, which are kind of a pain in the butt compared to normal resale. But we've done it many times with clients, and it's definitely important to get your lawyer to look at the documents. There's a lot of sneaky things that builders put in a lot of their agreements. So we've got Tupper here, 1,700 square feet. You don't really have a lot of living space because this gets taken up as living space. And so you've got a little eat-in area beside the kitchen plus this. Kitchen island's not movable. A lot of them are if they don't have plumbing or electrical. Taking this stuff off the top of the fridge is always a good idea when you're listing a home. And then there's good-sized bedrooms upstairs. They're actually nice size. Don't know how much grass is in the backyard. And kind of the same thing as the Green Park ones. I'd say, 405, it's not really blowing me away. It doesn't make me jump out of my chair. This one here on Duncan Lane, 409, you're getting a little bit more space at 1,700 square feet plus an end unit. Compared to $399, that is worth it for sure. And it looks like it's got very similar upgrades. And then we've got the corner one for 80 square feet more at 1,780 plus the end unit, the corner unit with the wraparound porch. I don't know if I'd be paying $40,000 more for that stuff. It looks very similar in terms of upgrades. Cochrane Terrace is 509. It's an 1,835 square foot. It's a plan 4. I really like the floor plan. And I even like the way it's finished in here. I've just seen a lot of nice versions of this home sell for less than $500. And it seems like it's much more of a sure thing if you're more than 2,000 square feet or if you've got the 4 bedrooms to be playing up in the 510 range. So I think they'd have more success closer to the 500 mark. I wish them all the best of luck because it looks like a nice house, but I've seen enough evidence on the sales that I think that it may be a little bit on the high side. Hepburn is 529. We've seen this model sell for around this. It's 2237 square feet. Great layout for this home. The only thing it doesn't have is a double car garage. You've got a front separate room. Plus you have a separate dining room. Coffered ceiling. I don't know if the backsplash really, it doesn't really mesh with anything. Like it doesn't sort of join up with the wall color or anything. It's just it sort of stands by itself. A couple pot lights on the main floor. Nice big mirror in the ensuite. It's a laundry upstairs. 4 really good sized bedrooms. You've got a nice walk-in closet in one of the front rooms. It's great. Lovely home. Hepburn can get a little bit of traffic, but it's not too bad. So they're not that far off. Holmes is 549. And so nice finishes here. The only thing about having the garage here is that you just basically have one big open room. And they kind of wrap the counters around the outside, giving it a little bit more of a modern feel. It looks good. I don't think there's a lot of stuff in this house, so I'm not sure if they've moved out already. But I would say the value looks like it's pretty much there. The granite counters in the kitchen and so on. Nairn Circle is 2,300 square feet. They don't have the hardwood on the main floor. It would have been a good investment because they put a lot of money into their fireplace, pot lights, kitchen, that kind of stuff. The hardwood can be that last little touch. I think the value at $569 is definitely there. It looks like it's got a lot of space, and you've got the green space behind too. So very, very nice here. The only thing that would hold me back is that you've basically got one big open room for your living plus dining, and you don't really have a family room. It's not like the thing where you've got the living dining in the front, kitchen, family in the back. It's just one room plus your kitchen. So that can make it feel a lot smaller. This one on Tupper does have some separate rooms. It's got your living dining, plus you've got your family room here. It's not quite as upgraded as the previous one, but they do have a finished basement, which value-wise probably is very similar to having green space behind the house. Normally a finished basement would probably add, in a detached double garage, normally between about 10 to probably 20,000, not much more than that. And so it looks good too. It's playing in a range where I think that there's a lot of sort of average stuff. So Savaline $689. It says it's more than 2,500 square feet. I'm not sure how much more, but it's got some great finishes here. It's very well finished. You've got, even beside the fireplace, these little window seats. The corners can really open up your floor plan a lot, and so it looks like it's got a different floor plan than what we're used to seeing. Intracorp is probably the builder on this one, and you get a 42 by 100 foot lot, which is a pretty decent size. So the only thing that I'm just questioning is how big it is. We've got this one on Maple here at $715. And it's on this weird sort of shaped lot. It's not a rectangle. It sort of comes in on the back, and you've got laneway access. And so with the garage being away from the home, it opens up the floor plan, so you're not dealing with having to work around the garage and the floor plan. But the pictures are terrible, and I'd be concerned about the way that this one's set up and the size of the lot. Although it looks like it's got a pretty good lot from this angle here, sometimes the angles can be deceiving. So not really sure what to make of this one. Maple gets a lot of traffic. You've got all the commercial stuff close by, so you could walk to the movie theater, to the gym, to restaurants, and I like that location. It's easy access to the 401 as well. Story is 3,331 square feet. It's a Tothberg model. There's a park kitty corner to it. It's a nice family location. We have seen a nicely upgraded Tothberg without anything else really beyond just a nice home, listed a little bit higher than this, come in with, there's an offer, I think it's still conditional, and so they've got some nice finishes, the countertops and so on. There's a butler's pantry between the living, dining, and the kitchen, and there's also main floor laundry, and they've done a good job in the back. So front to back, this one is very well kept. And it's got 5 bedrooms, which there's not many for sale right now. And there was one at 3,400 square feet that also just listed at $785 that got an offer within 1 week too. So at $759, I think they're playing in the right zone. And that's the list for today. That's 14 properties. If you have any questions or if you want to see anything in the list, definitely reach out and let us know. 905-693-9346, and have a great day.